Okay, so today I'm in the community of Fairview Falls in Chesney, just outside of Boiling Springs. It's pretty much Boiling Springs, but the zip code is a Chesney zip code. This is lot 33. It's 2+ acres of land. This is a Telfair model. Square footage is generally between 2771 and 2800 plus. I'll get the exact number for you on that. All right, so we are in this beautiful home. Again, the Telfair model. This is the 2833 square foot model. Again, it also comes in 2771. This would be your office. Here on the left, you have your awesome French doors. 2 windows for great natural lighting. Great office space, great space. From there, we're gonna make a right real quick just to show you the front door. We're in the foyer, and then on our left, we have your half bath on the first floor. Now this home is still, it has no electric yet, so bear with me if the lighting is a little darker than either one of us would like, but I believe we have enough natural lighting here to see everything quite nicely. On our left, we have your dining room, designated dining room, which is awesome. Again, 2 windows, loving it. View of the side yard. We'll save the kitchen for a little bit. This would be your coat closet. Also your internet hookup for your Spectrum, AT&T, Verizon, whatever you might have. This would be your garage. See, 2-car garage, fuse box, tankless water heater, which is a great feature. I can do a whole video about the pros of a tankless water heater compared to a tank water heater in another segment. Now, this would be your kitchen. Beautiful. Now this one comes with your range, electric range and oven, and your microwave, as well as a dishwasher. This is an electric range. Now, Mungo Homes also offers gas range, actually within the same community. So that's awesome. You can choose whether or not you want your gas or electric, even if your neighbor has, you know, the opposite. Love the subway tiles here. Very awesome, that backsplash. Love the countertop. It looks like they went with the, I guess that's a gray. Again, gonna make do with the lighting we have. I believe it's a gray. It's nice. And this I love. It's your corner pantry, your caddy corner with plenty of space. Also got a vent and a light, so I can get that light. So it's climate controlled. Awesome. Then you have your patio sliding door here with a fan. Now that is awesome. And again, this is a 2+ acre lot. It goes way into the woods. So that is awesome. Now obviously this would be our living area. So you do have the option to put a gas fireplace in the corner here. In this specific model, the Telfair, it would go in that corner right there. This would be an LVP flooring. Like the color, looks like it's the same color my wife and I chose, so awesome. Again, a ton of natural lighting here, love it. I love the wooden spindles here on the stairs. You do have the option for these. And a Mungo home, the Telfair, specifically this one, is this option. You could also just go with the drywall slab. So all this here would just be like a white slab, something you'd see in an apartment building or perhaps a townhome. And Mungo Homes has also actually started giving the option of hardwood flooring, just hardwood on the flooring only. So this would be like a hardwood. Forgive the mess, they're still like working on it, so we got some nails and things of that nature. But we do have the plastic, so I can go on up. Forgive me if it's a bit noisy with the plastic. This would be your primary. 2 windows again, love it. You do have the option for a tray ceiling and a ceiling fan. Plenty of space. Your walk-in closet. Your storage right there as well. Your back door. Your back window here. Your primary bathroom with your double vanity, your shower, and your water closet, and your linen closet. Now you do have the option for a garden tub as well as a shower. In doing that, you would lose the linen closet. Just a heads up, but garden tub is worth it. Here you have your loft. A great bonus space here for a game room, another office if you and your spouse both work from home, or if you homeschool the kids. Great schooling area. Again, the double windows. This would be your family linen closet. This would be your laundry room, dedicated laundry room, not a laundry closet, so I love that. You have your storage, left and right, that's awesome. This would be a secondary bedroom right here. It's a 1 window, but it's still a decent size enough room, and that window lights it just fine. A walk-in closet. Awesome feature for a secondary bedroom. You don't see that much. And I believe this home will have 2 walk-in closets out of the 3 secondary bedrooms. Obviously the master has one as well. This would be your hall bath. Again, double vanity, shower top combo. Secondary bedroom right here. Again, the 1 window, but very bright. This would be your double door closet. Still decent size though. Love the light in this room. And here we have the walk-in. So, yeah. That is it. All right, so that is a tour of the Telfair model. I want you to stay tuned because up next, I have a mortgage professional, David, who's going to answer the top 5 commonly asked home buying questions. So stay right here. All right, everyone, so here's David, our mortgage expert. David, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, thanks for having me, Jonathan.
Of course.
My name is David Guzzardo. I'm a mortgage loan originator with Matos Mortgage, and I'm here to answer all of your home buying questions.
All right, so one of the questions I'm sure you get a lot, and I get a lot as well, is now a good time to buy?
That is a great question, and yes, we hear this all the time. So I have 5 questions in return to that.
Okay.
And if you can answer yes to all 5 of these questions, then yes, now is a good time to buy for you.
Okay.
So the first thing I ask is, are you currently employed and do you have a stable income in the future? Second thing is, can you maintain the monthly payment? Third is, can you afford the annually upkeep of maintenance, i.e. if your AC breaks, or let's say you need to buy a new refrigerator. We've all had those situations. So making sure that you can afford both the monthly payment and the maintenance is huge. The third thing I ask is, do you plan to stay here for 2 to 5 years? And the last thing, which is probably the least important, but it does help, Do you have $10,000 in the bank?
All right, great information there. So another question a lot of people ask me, as if I already know the answer to, I wish I would, but how much would one need as a down payment?
That is a tricky question. So with hundreds of thousands of loan products out there with different lenders all over the place, it really depends on what loan product that I can find that will help you in your situation best, what you're comfortable paying. Because there are things out there for down payment assistance. To answer your question, you have your three biggest loan types. Your conventional loan, which is between 3 and 5% of the purchase price. Your FHA loan, or your government-backed loan, that has 3.5% as a down payment for the minimum. And your standard VA loan. VA loans have 0% down. That's right, vets and active military. Thank you guys. And no money for a down payment.
All right, time for another question. All right, and all of us are wondering exactly, how does getting pre-approved work?
Well, it's a pretty simple process. The hard part about it is finding somebody that you trust to handle one of the biggest purchases of your life. Where I come in as a mortgage originator or a broker, if you will, I get to shop all of the banks, even the ones that are unheard of, to help find you the best loan that fits you. But again, to go back to the process, it's pretty simple. You send over a couple documents, your couple bank statements and some W-2s, and I get to work originating your loan. Once you're happy with it, we move on to the next step. I send it over to Jonathan. Jonathan starts looking, but I always advise people to go shopping. Your first pre-approval letter may not be the best pre-approval for you. So I encourage you, go to different lenders, go to different brokers, find somebody that you fit with, that knows the industry, and that will be honest with you.
All right, so another question I have for you is, what exactly is the first step in the home buying process?
That's a great question. So if you wake up one day and you want to buy a home, your immediate thought is, I need to go find a realtor. You actually...
Me, that's me. You found him, you don't need to find a realtor, that's me, I'm here.
You already found one.
Yeah.
So the first step is getting pre-approved. And the pre-approval process is super easy, but it lets your sellers know that you are very serious about buying a house. It lets you know what you can afford and go shopping for. And it also tells Jonathan how to help you best at finding your dream home.
All right, David, here's another question for you. Let's hope you can answer it. What are closing costs and how much should one expect to pay?
Another great question. So closing costs are all of the costs, including the down payment, that go into creating a loan. So you have your lender fees, your government fees, fees that are paid into escrow for tax purposes. You have all your prepaid fees, title fees, things like that are all bundled into the closing cost.
Okay.
And typically on a purchase price, you're looking between 3 and 5% to add to closing cost of that loan.
Okay, awesome information. All right, guys, so that is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of questions that are generally asked during the home buying process. And David Guzzardo here, our mortgage expert, is much more informative than that as well. So we'll definitely bring him back for another video if he's, willing to be on board again. How are you?
John, absolutely. I love educating people about the home buying process. I love being a part of it. And I just want to make sure that everyone is getting an honest and fair deal with their home buying process, one of the biggest purchases of their life.
Definitely. This guy's an honest one. Go with him. He's a good one, and all of his information will be in the description box below. If I'm fancy enough, once again, I will have his information floating up top, as well as my own. So please be sure to check out his information, his web pages, as well as mine. And until the next video, I am your trusted realtor, Jonathan. And again, Mr. David Guzzardo here, your mortgage expert. So until next time, guys, see ya.